Hey, what's up guys, it's TKF here. Got another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle for you. This is a 4th gen. It was a request from 1Mil456, a guy that I've known for a very long time, really good friends with him. Yeah, it's just a request really, so I thought, why not, I'll have a 4th gen battle. I haven't really had one in a while, so yeah, it's really good. It's mixed tier, or as people are calling it today, just standard OU, I guess. And he's going to lead out with a Suicune. This is a Crocoon. And I'm going to lead out with my Swampert, which is becoming quite famous with you guys for some reason. So he's going to set up the Calm Mind first turn as I set up my rocks, which is kind of nice play on his part. Now I was just going to go for the Roar, but it's whatevs. I just kind of, yeah. So now I'm going to go for the Roar. I know I can take a Surf pretty nicely, because, I only have about 60 or 70 special defense EVs, but, Swampert is pretty bulky anyway. So, yeah. I can't remember what I do there, but he's just going to go for the Hydro Pump. And I'm pretty sure I can live, but judging by the amount of damage it does, I'm guessing this is a Spec Starmie. And I'm just going to go and hit it with Stab EQ. It does a ridiculous amount of damage, but it doesn't quite kill it, so that kind of sucks. I don't know why the writing's doing that. I think it's because I used Divox Converter, but anyway, I'll have to do that another time. So anyway, I take down that Starmie, and he's going to now go into his Suicune again, which kind of sucks. Because, I really don't want to take anything from this. So I'm just going to stay in on the assumption that he's going to Calm Mind or Surf me. I knew he was going to Surf, but if he did Calm Mind, it would have been okay. Because I could have got a Stab EQ off on it, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go to my Chansey now, because it's the best thing I have to scare this thing out. I don't usually use the Chansey in 4th gen, but I thought, I don't know, I thought I'd just give it a try. So I'm going to get a T-Wave off on it, which is good because, if this thing's going to be sweeping my team, I don't want it to have any sort of speed any sort of speed. So I'm just going to Seismic Toss now, and he gets paralyzed, fully paralyzed, which kind of sucks. But, hacks is hacks. So he's going to switch out now on the assumption that I'm going to Seismic Toss, which I do, which kind of sucks. But I know I have plenty of checks for this, so I'm just going to switch out now. One of those checks is my Shuckle. And he's going to Pain Split, which is kind of obvious because, Chansey has a ridiculous high HP. So I'm going to go into Shuckle to take that pretty nicely. I don't think it really does any damage. So he's going to miss his first Toxic, and I'm going to get mine off, which is really nice. Because I know a wall like that, I'm definitely going to want to get some residual damage off on it, which is probably the best play. So I'm going to go for the Encore now and lock him into Toxic, which is really cool. So now I'm free to switch out into whoever I want, because I know that he can't touch me at the moment. So Shuckle's Toxic though, it was a small price to pay because I do have Heal Bell on my Chansey, so that's fine. So I'm going to switch that Technute now and go into my Gengar, as he goes out into his Suicune. And I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt here. Obviously it's not Stab, so it's not going to do a ridiculous amount of damage, although it does do a lot of damage. I'm not really sure why. And he goes for the Surf, and I also have no idea as to why this Surf does so little damage. Gengar is pretty flimsy in defense and special defense, so I really have no idea why it did so little. I'm not invested or anything, but this is a focus Sash Gengar, so I know I could take it. And he's going to go out into his what are those things called? Rhyperiors. Yeah, he's going to go into a Rhyperior. He sponges that, and I'm just going to go for the Focus Blast because I'm pretty confident it can take it out from here, but it just doesn't. It just lives, which kind of sucks. And he's going to be able to get off an Aqua Tail, and that's going to take out my Gengar, which is okay because, I got this thing out of the way, which is just fine. So right now I'm going to go into my Vegeta, because Vegeta's a boss. And I'm just going to go for the U-turn, predicting him to go into this, predicting the Mach Punch. So, that's kind of good play on my part. He resists it, so he's going to take little damage from that, and he is going to take some damage from Toxic as well. So I'm going to go into my Aerodactyl because I carry the Taunt on a purely offensive Aerodactyl, which is kind of strange, but it's what else. So I'm going to get off the Taunt right here, and it's really lucky that I do get off the Taunt because he goes for the Trick Room, which really would have screwed me over because then obviously he had that Rhyperior, and he would have, well, my team is just based of really fast pokes and walls and stuff, so anyway, I go for the Stone Edge here. I know he's going to send this thing in, but I just wanted to be safe because the only other move I have is Earthquake, and that takes it out anyway. So he's going to go into a Porygon Z right now, and I have no idea as to whether this is Scarf, Specs, or Life Orb. I know it can't be Specs because the Starmie was Specs, although that was never confirmed. I just guessed judging by the amount of damage. So yeah. So I'm going to scare him out with my Chansey because I know Chansey can take hits from that thing all day long. And he's gonna go into his Dusclops, and those things are so fucking beastly in 5th gen. I have a really good battle to post versus Jake or Triple X, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, he gets a Psychic, and I'm like, oh god, I'm dead. But I actually live a stab Psychic from an Alakazam, which is just fucking boss. And I'm going to be able to get off an EQ, and that is just going to take it out, I think, from there, which is just crazy. No, it doesn't quite take it out, but, you know, Aerodactyl's boss, it did quite a lot of damage. So I go to my Chansey now, because I can wall this thing all day long. And this is either a Scarf or a Specs, because it's locked into Psychic. Well, I'm assuming it's locked into Psychic. So, no idea what the Porygon Z is. It doesn't really matter anyway. So he's going to send in his Porygon Z again right now, and I'm just going to stay in, sponge the hit, and I think I'm going to go for the Seismic Toss because I have my Infernape left, and I think I want to bring it down to where a Mach Punch is definitely going to kill, so I'm just trying to be safe right here. I know a Choice Banded Mach Punch will probably do more than 3/4 damage to it, if not OHKO it, but I just want to be as safe as possible, and I really have no use for Chansey now anyway, so I'm just going to stay in, get as much damage off as possible, and yeah, I take it out. So I go into Infernape right now. I just go for the Mach Punch because I didn't know what his last poke was, and it turns out it's a Suicune, and I'm like, fuck, I should have locked myself into like close combat or something, but I didn't know if it was Scarfed or not, and you know, if I'd have lost that, then I would have been screwed. So I go on a Shuckle now, and I'm thinking, please Surf on the switch, but he gets fully Power Hex, which sucks, because I actually wanted Shuckle to be taken out of the way really quickly, because I know right here he's just going to stall for lefty recovery, or lefty's recovery, and I Encore him into Surf because I want him to kill me and not stall, because the more health it gets back, you know, the more damage I got to do with the close combat when I bring in my Ape. So he does finish off my Shuckle right here, and I'm going to go back into my Ape now. I'm just going to go for the Banded CC, Stab, and that will take it out, so that's really nice. So good game, 1Mil456. Please go check out the channel, guys. Thanks for watching. Please comment and like if you haven't already done so. Subscribe for more narrated Pokemon Wi-Fi battles uploaded almost daily. Trying to get them up daily, and tomorrow I will give you guys the surprise. I have Scott, or the Acoustic Kind, or Panobi, guest narrating a Wi-Fi battle for me, and that'll be posted tomorrow with any luck. So stay tuned to have a look at that, guys. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Toosh!